Right.
How quiet this place was after the Byfield goal and how crazy it is right now.
The series has had
Oh, it's 1-1. Damn.
we've had comebacks, we've had insane moments late in regulation and in overtimes as well. And a fast start here in the first 4 minutes of Game 6 up north. So it bounces
Come on, man. You guys gotta win.
and an offside whistle.
Lakers already lost.
What a start here in Edmonton. And I tell you, we were talking to Jim Hiller with his team facing elimination here in Game 6. He said the start for us tonight would be critical. They got the early goal. That's good news. But he said one thing we can't do is turn over the puck. He said in Game 5 at home, we turned over the puck 5 times in the first 3 minutes, and we never recovered from the poor start. He said everybody has to have their best game tonight. Edmonton has to earn everything, and if they do just that, they will likely earn a Game 7 opportunity.
Yeah, that was the big message from Jim Hiller when we chatted with him pregame. Him, of course, knowing the stakes up tonight.
Damn. Oh, let's go.
And it's Brand Clark, the defenseman, putting the Kings back in front.
So, Mike, we were talking about how much are Brand Clark and guys like Jordan Spence going to play. Well, you think about it, he's on the ice against for the first Oilers goal, doesn't box out Adam Henry. So what do you have to do to get more ice time, to be a good teammate? You have to respond from a mistake. And look at Brand Clark, just stays wide. He gets lost in the coverage against the Oilers. Everyone's looking to the right, and he comes down this side.
Damn.
And just puts this over the blocker of Calvin Pickard.
What a shot.
From 92.
Just 33 seconds after the Oilers goal to tie it, Brand Clark, who's been making his playoff debut, has his second of this series. The 22-year-old former 8th overall pick, who is not short on confidence, comes through in a major way right away with some of that depth defense and him getting an opportunity. Ferrier carried it in behind Fiala for Byfield off the side.
Whoa. Oh.
Pulls it in behind, tries to bank it out to safety and got it out to Victor Arvidsson for center. Waited on puck, pulls in the shot.
We already lost the Lakers.
Puck pulls it into the corner. Now
Madrid lost already.
one-timer from Klingberg, and he got good one on that.
Game I just missed it like 2 minutes ago.
Pickard skates out to the bench, and Edmonton will put it
I saw the Edmonton goal.
on for the first time down the goal here in the first.
They were winning 2-0, so that's nothing for them.
Los Angeles penalty number 14, 2 minutes for boarding.
Boarding.
Just an unlucky break for the LA Kings as Byfield loses
Power
his
play.
point out in the back check. It starts with a 3-on-2. There you see the penalty on Le Ferrier.
Too aggressive.
He's back for the back check, and Byfield was right there, just lost an edge. Chris Knobloch loves the response after the goal against initially, but doesn't like that second goal. See if this power play can do some damage here to get this one back.
4 for 12 in this series for.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Hey, we gotta go. Kings, bro. Let's go, man. We should have won it the other game, the other time, on the sudden death one. We should be 3-2. Oh my God, bro. Kings gotta score at least 3 more goals. Oh yeah, it's power play too. Damn. Pick it out. Nice. Let's go. What's up, Gabriella? Elite, what's good? Cool with the Bible verse. Bro, like, I don't know. It's not LA today, bro. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on the Dodgers now. On top of they already had. Bases one. See right here. Base it.
For Los Angeles, really all season. Now that pass eluded Warren Fogle. And Pickard will drop it off on the back end.
It's 2-1 right now. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. We're at, I think, 438. I know. Yesterday was horrible. I'm hurt right now too. I can't even look that way. I'll wait till the intermission and I'll explain to you guys what happened. Right now. Oh my god! Damn. Bro, I don't think they're gonna make it. Oilers are just too on fire, bro.
And there it is, the first point for Connor McDavid on the power play in this series. They bring it
I'll just leave it white, bro.
Nice job shielding this puck, gets it to McDavid.
It's just tie on the power play.
Both defenders come down to Zach Hyman, and that leaves
They left them open. Oh, it's their man down. Oh, what a shot.
Better shot from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And then the Lakers lost the 3 seed. I don't know how.
Third of the series for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who had the empty
I think Dodgers are off today, I think.
Tuesday in Los Angeles, a 3-1 win for the Oilers.
Let me tell, I think yeah, because they're gonna go on the road.
Well, what a start to this one in Game 6.
Well, there's no defense today.
Got going in the first couple of minutes with Quentin Byfield, and we are locked at 2.
2-2.
Trying to move on. Los Angeles looking to
Trying to hold on. Let me see, Dodgers.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Yeah, they play tomorrow against the Braves.
Checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their
I
cars.
know, oh.
And whether they need...
How you guys doing today? How's your,
Precisely.
what are we, Thursday?
Now, let's go again.
First day?
Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
Thanks for the likes. Yeah, hold on, I'll put this down because
Domino's
we
new
don't want to see
Parmesan stuffed
Grayson.
crust pizza tastes like never before. Because Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Seriously.
Homegirl's sleeping, that's why the cat is yelling.
But we do now. So get any
She locked
medium
the door.
two-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
You won't remember my name.
She doesn't like being outside, that's why.
This is the last time you will see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today.
Not today.
I want to carry on. You will see me at the top.
Oh,
This is the last time you won't remember my name.
I know, like right here, it was just, I slept wrong on, what's today? On Tuesday. On Tuesday? No, on Wednesday morning. On Wednesday, I slept wrong, so I had a little, little soreness. And then I had to just go drop off a fridge in the office chair. And just to throw it away. The office chair I was going to give it away, and then the refrigerator I was going to give it to one of the guys in the corner of the apartments where my aunt stays. And I waited till the Dodger game, I think. The Dodger and the Kings game when they lost. Well, when the Kings lost, when the Dodgers won, when they routed. And it's usually, so I have my 2 dollies. I have my furniture dolly and I have my hand truck dolly. And usually one of them gets stuck. Oh, kick it out. So one got stuck, and then obviously I already had the soreness going. And when I yanked it, that's when I felt it didn't came out. And then I felt the pain just shoot up to like my arm. I was like, oh fuck. I already knew I was hurt. So I only had a certain amount of time before it started hurting even more. So I had to just drop the fridge, put it on the dolly. I could feel the pain right now, like shooting through. And I just gave it to my friend. And the funny part is that my uncle was gonna help me, and I told him no. And then there was my cousin that was gonna help me, and he ended up going to the room. I didn't want to bother him. And I've been out only for like a couple hours, but ooh, shot. But that's it. I'm just recovering. My complex has a jacuzzi in the pool, so I've been doing that. A lot of Tiger Balm. Probably put a sticker, compression sticker, and then I got a compression shirt. Oh, because tomorrow I have a pallet to deliver. So I have like a sort of like a contract. So Tuesdays and Fridays, I have like a 10-minute drive at this like location that I guess they import like veggies from India, and just put it in my truck, and I just deliver it to Lake Forest. Nothing too crazy, but I gotta. Oh my God, bro! Edmonton's gonna score the third one. Penalty. Oh, he hit the goalie? Is he bleeding?
With Victor Arvidsson charging net front.
Victor Arvidsson just flying down the right side, and he's driving the net, and that's why he's arguing. He's saying, I have the puck, and I'm going to net trying to make a play.
Oh.
He just takes out the head area of Arvidsson.
Because he crossed him in.
Usually going to give this call towards the goaltender.
Oh, yeah.
He goes into the blue paint.
And he still blocked it. Elbow to the head. Then his neck was like this. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Because he knows the spotter for the head contact is looking to potentially call him off the ice, and David Riddick would have to come in. He's like, I'm fine, get straight back up.
Goal interference? Yeah. Come on, you guys gotta score on.
Dave Jackson, our rules expert, just said in our ears that is a good call in his view from the referee. In any event, it sets up the Kings on the power play, and they have been lethal on man advantage in this series.
Yeah, they really have. It's been unbelievable to watch this power play develop down the stretch of the regular season.
Kempe speeding in, broken up by Kulak, and then fought off by Calvin Pickard on this 5-forward top unit for Jim.
Let's go.
They struggled on the power play for really the entirety of the regular season.
Clear it out. Nice. Yeah, keep the chats, you know, with sports. Oh, goal! Oh. Get it out. You can tell the urgency the Kings have. Like, you can feel the tension.
Byfield circles back in on the entry. Who's Benko? Around the boards for Kopitar, who couldn't hold it. Taken away by Connor.
Oh my God, shorthanded.
On the move. Lets it high.
How are you gonna get shorthanded?
Opportunity shorthanded for Connor Brown. And now a turnover for
Let's go.
Brown.
Come on, baby. 3 against 2.
Second unit out there for Los Angeles.
Oh.
Fogle got tied up on the entry. Brown shuttles out. Final 30 seconds of this Kings power play, approaching the midway point of the first period. Phil Deneau's had a great series after a slow-scoring regular season. Pass
nice.
Out of the zone again from Edmonton. Final 10 seconds. Drew Doughty skates it up ice for Los Angeles. A drop for Clark, a feed for Fogle. Dancing in. Doughty
shoot it.
Moves it for more. A shot got blocked.
Oh. Dang.
It's over. The net came off its moorings as Arvidsson comes out of the box. And we are back to even strength.
Damn.
You missed his turn at the pinata because you were busy not missing
My
out.
neck is still kind of tight right now, but it was bad yesterday.
Only with the NHL app.
I had to sleep sitting down.
One thing
like
about
this.
the Edmonton Oilers on that first power play unit for the Kings, they
I can feel
recognize
like the
those
tension.
5 forwards, and Connor Brown gets a chance because you isolate a forward at the blue line
Yeah,
of
see,
the
I think
offensive
here,
zone, and you just
it's tight
attack
right
them
here.
when the puck goes there, and he creates a 2-on-1 just by reading that play. And we started to see the Oilers adapt, especially against that first power play unit, and had 7 goals in the.
Oh.
Trying to get the kill back to what it was last year in the playoffs. But Byfield got dumped in the corner. And the Oilers are out through center. Evander Kane floats this one in the direction of Draisaitl, and McDavid couldn't cut it off. Gavrikov steered it for Laferriere, who outlets for the veteran in his 10th year, Joel Edmondson. Back to Laferriere. The shot that goes wide of Picker. Around the boards, kept in by Fiala, past Laferriere. Evander Kane robs this one out. It bounds down for the Rocket Richard winner, Leon Draisaitl. Dancing through, centering, and trying to connect with a feed. Nugent Hopkins kept it alive. Kane chopped at it. Edmondson steps in and guides it off for Laferriere.
Clear out. 9 minutes in, 2-2. For Kings got 4 shots to it. They're 50%. Edmonton has 10 shots to win. What is that, 1/5? Yeah. Clear out, nice. Wait for it. There you go, clear out. In the blue line.
Kuzmenko darting in with a pivot along the half wall, trying to work it around for Kopitar.
Lost it.
Ball then uses Klingberg.
Oh.
This one down the length of the ice.
Icing? See, I don't get icing though.
Well,
is that like you're clear from the back check?
They have been in particular cast on the top 4.
Yeah, Jordan Spence was on the ice here in just his last shift. We look at Kuzmenko, who made a nice play in the offensive zone to get the puck deep. Just one of those things for the Kings that Jim Miller's.
Is that a Street Fighter?
When he can play Clark and when he can play Spence, and especially on the
sounds like Street Fighter.
those minutes, they're just starting to climb as this series has gone along. And as this game goes along, we'll see if it becomes a factor.
But Colson blocked a shot from Joel Edmondson. Normally had been on the 3rd pair all season with Brent Clark. You saw how the minutes have shaken out so far in the first 5 games for this LA team that has played a whole lot in the last month and a half as well. More games than anyone in the NHL in the last month and change. Pursued by Chet Malott, the 4th liner with a shot to the side of the net. With Malott getting some run here in his 19th career game for the 28-year-old out of Cornell.
That shot almost went in, actually, on that near side on Calvin Pickard. Didn't quite have his blocker down to cover that small hole that can often open up for goaltenders. And Malott saw it and just missed.
Oh, dang.
Pickard's such a popular guy for Edmonton. He has had the net these last 4 games now. Good defensive play by the Kings. Deneau through center. Trying to time it up and over the line with Fogle to his left. Draisaitl on the turn. He zooms in. Feeds Nurse. Moved across. On the back pedal. Doughty with the strip of Connor Brown. Draisaitl, high slot, circling. Looking for McDavid. Anderson stepped in front. McDavid lifted the stick. Anderson lost the stick. In front. McDavid.
Get it out. Damn.
To the left of Kemper. Bouchard along the line. Feeds one off into the corner. Skated out by McDavid and dropped for Draisaitl. Draisaitl leads it for McDavid. Wiggling through traffic. Leaves it for Draisaitl.
Push your feet.
McDavid. Extra pass. Nurse's shot. And Kemper makes the stop. Action all over the place. Here in the first period in Game 6. Cup or bust this year for the Oilers.
The United Football League. Experience the game like never before. The access, the action. You see and hear everything. The United Football League. Saturday on ABC and Sunday on ESPN.
Force Factor Creatine gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious
What was the other one I was
Search Amazon
watching?
now for Force Factor Creatine gummies.
Chime exists to help everyday Americans make it. You build towards your dreams when you build your credit up. Soon enough, you're watching that dream up close.
Is that Prime?
You believe, baby. You're making it.
Being single for years what would it do to you? Would it make you sad? Would it make you lose hope? Would it make you feel disconnected? I wouldn't know, because I'm using datemyage.com. Grab your phone or laptop. Go to datemyage.
Oh, it's cold.
Get started for free.
Join datemyage.com today.
Hey, there's nothing that's gonna make this feel better. You got nothing we say. But I know we're gonna be back. I know it. Know we're gonna be back to us. I know it in my heart. Like, this is the worst feeling in the world.
That's what it looked and sounded like inside the Edmonton dressing room after Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, Chris
Oh, damn.
said it before this series started. He said, we've been waiting for this moment since June 24 to get back to the playoffs. Who cares what happened in the regular season and the ups and downs that the Oilers...
Yeah. She gets lonely, that's why.
The last time they played a game
2274. What's up, man? Oh my god. They're gonna lose. Edmonton now. Damn.
Winning those battles within the battle. And that's what Ryan Nugent-Hopkins does. He gets a little bit of help there from Kane, but watch, Hyman just gets his stick free. He doesn't even necessarily see the
Dang, they're gonna.
shot coming as he's battling Edmondson. You can see a little tap there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just gets the stick, it elevates, uses it as a ramp, and puts it by Darcy Kemper.
Damn.
And on cue from what he said after Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year to the go-ahead goal here in Game 6 in round 1.
I can't believe they lost against.
They would be back. The Oilers have talked about up or bust, like we said. They've got
It's a lot of pressure on Edmonton now.
first. Here is Byfield with off his stick to Ferrier. Shuttles around for Kevin.
Right there, middle. That hold.
Edmonton a try. Redirected. Picker kicked out the leg. Wiped out of there. Edmonton. The end boards. This one shoveled around the glass.
Stick broke.
Good response here by LA. He gets scored against on the road. He get back to work, and it's Byfield's line.
I mean, it's not gonna be easy.
Creates 3 or 4 really good chances against Picker.
The guy in particular we told you who had to step up. Stretch pass. Victor Arvidsson's trying to drag through on Drew Doughty. Puck back toward the line. Kempe took it from a reaching Kulak. Kempe slams the brakes. Arvidsson the takeaway. On the maneuver, big hit from Drew Doughty. Arvidsson trying to spin a pass. Doughty instead is on it. Outlets for Fogle. Ward Fogle, the former Oiler, on the hot. You're one of the 3-year deal he signed with the Kings after his 3 seasons here in Edmonton.
Oh, damn.
Corey Perry pulls up and got checked by Ward Fogle. As Edmondson settles for Gavrikov, turnover. Perry dropped it off into the corner. Draisaitl spun it out toward McDavid with Phil Deneau standing in the way. 5:25 to go in the first, and Edmonton's got the lead in Game 6. Zach Hyman ramps it off his stick, and they are going wild in oil country.
Where they at? Oh.
This is the best Chipotle order. I would like a bowl.
Triple wrap.
Mild, medium, hot.
Then dip in here.
Sour cream inside the vinaigrette. 2 tortillas. If you know, you know.
Lettuce, cheese,
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Oh, that is good.
This ain't no yogurt, baby. This ain't what it seems. This ain't no yogurt, baby. This is cultured cream.
Creamy, dreamy dessert from Faye. As delicious as it sounds.
take. And sooner or later, it takes you over. It takes every breath. It takes your body. One night, it'll take your dream. The next night, it will take someone else's. It takes. Just when you have nothing left, it gives.
That's how it is. What's up, guys? What's up? Man, Kings are winning. They were winning. No, I don't think they were winning 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2, and then 3-2. I didn't know the Oilers lost last year in Stanley. So they have like a lot of pressure too. They were just there last year.
You just saw that first periods had not favored Edmonton in this series. Sure enough, they've got 3 first period goals in this one.
You just got to keep fighting, man.
Was indeed credited with the first at 3:04. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins then at 5:55 on the power play. And most recently we showed you Zach Hyman at 12:49, his second of this series.
Well, Lakers are done, so no more basketball for me, other than the Clippers. The only LA team. I don't know how they're doing. Comment below if you know what's the Clippers. Nice. Let's go, baby! Come on! Bro, it's 1-on-1. Backhand. Oh my god. Bro, that was his opportunity too. Bro, how do you miss that? It was 1-on-1. You were on the breakaway. Hola. Oh. Yeah, it redirected, so.
That's 2 Oilers on that shift that got hit in the face area with the puck. Corey Perry and then.
Bro, that was his. Oh, it didn't go back. Nada. Once you're like on the back of the. Where's it at?
Let's check out some upcoming Stanley Cup playoff first round matchups.
I want to see that replay again, man.
Game 7s, we know at least it's Game 6 tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time over on TNT. Jets and Blues. St. Louis in need of a response as that series shifts back to Enterprise Center where Pat Maroon was last seen chugging domestic lockers.
Yeah, no Mark Scheifele did not travel with the Winnipeg Jets. Connor Hellebuck, a really good game, number 5, arguably his best of the series for the Winnipeg Jets. But will the Blues respond and send this to Game 7 back in Winnipeg as they go home in front of their crowd?
And so much going on tonight. Toronto won 4-2 over Ottawa to win that series in 6 on the road. And then Vegas 3-2 in Game 6 in St. Paul. Dispatching the Wild, and hats off to Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, what a career Marc-Andre Fleury has had.
Oh, he retired?
Great guys to cover in this game. Has done so much, and you know that he won't be out of the game of hockey for long. Someone's going to want him to be a part of their development or management team.
An incredible prankster. Turcotte centers out in front. Pecker made the stop on Jeff Malott. Malott, the fourth liner you mentioned earlier, is still hunting what would be his first career goal in the National Hockey League. Getting a chance because Tanner Jeannot has been injured these last few weeks. Still out with a lower body injury. We heard pregame from Jim Miller. Still week to week.
And they really miss him. You know, that, not having him on that fourth line limits their minutes.
Sidestep from LaFerriere. Banged back for Anderson. Slings it for Downey with space. A drive got blocked by Podkolzin. Stick shatters. He's without a stick. There is Anderson drifting down. Back to Fiala. Weaving through a drop for Quentin Byfield. On the back pedal. Here's Fiala on the turn. In behind. Centers out in front. Pickard made the stop.
Podkolzin breaks his stick, so it limits the Oilers defensively. But what the Kings do is they're now starting to engage low in the offensive zone, bodies to front, creating a good forecheck, good cycle plays, and then they put it up to the top, and they're getting chances because of it. Here's an opportunity here, just some good balance between Doughty and Byfield. And then you'll see the stick of Podkolzin eventually break on this shot here from Drew Doughty. And Doughty recognizes, jumps up in the play, keeps possession alive, and then they go down low and go to work. And Pickard stays deep in his net, which allows him that extra split second to make this save. Gosh, he's battled throughout this series, Calvin Pickard, since going in and replacing Stuart Skinner. He's giving the Oilers everything he has in net.
Came in for Skinner in game 2, and now fourth straight start for the eminently likable Calvin Pickard. That's one of the words Chris Knobloch used with us pregame about Pickard. Said that's one of his best traits.
We're just cleaning the frame right now.
Which you just mentioned.
That
You just saw
you can't go out.
There's not a lot technical about the way he plays net. Everything is a battle. Everything is about second efforts. And
I mean, who wants some more, you know? That's all it is. Obviously, the Oilers want to go back.
The NHL, and now getting this opportunity here is his willingness to battle.
Oilers in on the forecheck. They win the puck to Evander Kane.
Oh, he's out.
Kane with a shot. Streaking into the whites of Darcy Kemper.
Everything's quick, you know?
Klingberg with a soft wrister up high with some traffic from Evander Kane. Trevor Moore skates to it and lobs it out to safety for
Nice
Los
lob.
Angeles.
Offside?
Offside by LA with 2:08 to go in the first. Yeah, Calvin Pickard familiar with coming in. Remember last year's second round against Vancouver, came in, had a couple of big starts in that one.
Yeah, and you know, if the Oilers are able to win this series and go on in the playoffs, you can expect at some point Stuart Skinner, who's arguably been the #1 guy throughout the year. Remember, he took a shot to the head from Rantanen when they were playing Dallas, and he was out in the latter part of the year and hasn't necessarily come back strong for the Oilers, but will continue to work on his game behind the scenes and be ready when called upon.
Inside of 2 minutes to go. And Edmonton in front of 3-2. This one comes down the length of the ice for an icing whistle.
You know, it's interesting, Mike. I was reading an article today, and of course, you know, LA up 2-0. Now they're down 3-2. Fire Rob Blake and buy out Drew Doughty. You know, Drew Doughty has been spectacular. I've seen great defensive plays already, jumping up in the offense, the leadership he brings. It's just the ebbs and flows of the playoffs. And just such a valuable player for the Kings.
Here is Doughty, former Norris winner, who's not playing out 100% from that broken ankle he suffered in the preseason. Cycle back around out of the reach of the Ferrier. Kulak collects past Byfield and out to center.
And that is the thing. He really is not playing at 100%. Jim Miller told us that down the stretch. And he's going to give you everything he got. It's going to take a lot to keep him out of the lineup.
Missed the first 47 games of the regular season. Came back to play 30 in the regular season. And gritted his teeth during the Four Nations face-off as well. Something Jim Miller said to us was heroic in his mind from Drew Doughty.
You know, when he first came back, he wasn't feeling confident, and getting named to that Four Nations team, imagine a guy like Drew Doughty not feeling confident. That gave him confidence, and even though he wasn't 100%, he just felt his confidence grew because of that tournament.
Final minute here of the first. Puck bounces around through center. Sandy Hellenius couldn't collect for Los Angeles, and now Chad Klingberg. Rink wide, couldn't connect on his feed, and Jeff Malott goes back to Jordan Spence, who uses Gabrica. Up ice, he can't find Hellenius. Icing with 35 seconds to go in the first period.
And you can points over the boards with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. 34 seconds left here in this first period.
I know.
And they're going to take advantage
So
of
for the
an
Lakers,
offensive zone face-off.
they were
This time
saying
it's gonna be Hyman
keep
on
this,
the
run it
wing
again,
for Corey Perry.
change some players, right? Or clean slate other than LeBron, obviously Luka, but there, and then what's his name, Mr. with the one with the headband, white boy headband. I mean, it was Luka and LeBron, right? Luka running the court, LeBron kind of playing the center, and most of the support players kind of didn't really. They had no middle presence. Let me see. I was gonna call him Matt Barnes, but that's not Mark Barnes. Lakers rosters. And then LeBron's gonna make $52 million.
And he scores 3-2 as.
I mean, Hachimura, small forward. Bronny was his reserve. Other than Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. Damn. 2 against 1? So to me, I think Austin, Luka, LeBron, maybe Rui are safe. Everybody. Marquise Morris was hurt. Trey Jemison, Jordan Goodwin, Vanderbilt. They need like a middle presence, maybe a better.
Could get dangerous here.
A better subs.
Here's our bracket situation right
A
now.
6-man, maybe I think Austin. They need a good shooter too. Spread them out.
Vegas will play the winner of
If LeBron gets a salary cut, then like how Tom Brady does it.
Walmart Plus.
LeBron got everything.
Plus, and
He got
Paramount Plus subscription.
lives in LA.
Shows with lots of seasons.
It's $1 billion man.
Plus, staying up lots of hours past your bedtime. Because you don't need sleep.
He needs like
you need answers.
just
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
just get a pay cut and get more players.
Losing steam, losing sweat.
Right?
You identify the problem. What is the solution?
Oh, hold up. They're gonna put Kendrick K-Dot. But I don't know. The Kings, I didn't know they were going against the guys that went to Stanley Cup. But 7 minutes. Hold on, let me make my dinner. Give me some.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Spa.
Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's for the right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Huge news.
You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
When you want bedtime to be a good time, it matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay. We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust. Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purina Pro Plan, always advancing.
Versace, bright crystal. At Macy's, the fragrance destination. Make me go, let go, let go. Make me go, let go. Come see the Royal Caribbean.
Welcome back to the Lexus First Innovation Report.
John Portugal, PK Subban, one of us played in the NHL. Look at Rope Hims here on the off-wing PK with the twisted wrister.
Let me see this. Well, he comes in with a lot of speed. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a quick release. McKenzie's got no chance on that.
Crazy game. Adelaide is trying to force a game 7. Okay, lots of goals. Get right to them. You have some issues with the defense on both teams.
Yeah, we're going to start with the Edmonton Oilers for me because I didn't like these first two goals. And if you stop it right here, Evan Bouchard, cardinal rule number 1. I don't care if it's regular season, especially in the playoffs. If you're outside the dots, you got to be guaranteed to get puck. This is no man's land. You got 3 guys here. You're not getting that puck. He stays outside the dots. Darnell Nurse has got to come over. His job is to protect the middle, but Bouchard's so far off, he's got to come over to support, which means he's trusting Leon Draisaitl, who's already been out there for 45 seconds, to cover Quinton Byfield. That ain't going to happen. Quinton gets in, makes no mistake. You can't do that QB. And on the same play here, this is the second goal. Bouchard outside the dots again. This is no man's land. Go ahead and run it. Puck gets exposed. Darnell Nurse has got to come over. Now, I think Darnell can play this a little softer. He doesn't. But watch. Watch what happens. It's the same play. Run it. LA decides to go off the weak side. Brad Clark jumps in. Darnell Nurse can't recover from there. He's in no man's land. Puck's in the back of the net. So those are 2 goals that easily, if Edmonton can protect the middle and have the D stay inside the dots to fight. Adam and Rico, here we go, run it. This is for LA. And I think those 2 goals happen because LA's getting a little too festive for me. They get a couple goals. Watch this now. Okay, stop. It's a fire drill down there. Crazy, right? All 5 guys puck watching. D-men, you got to get these guys out of there. You shouldn't let them get to the front of the net, but they're there. Don't worry about the puck. We got 5 guys on get him out. Brad Clark's got to remove him. He doesn't. Look where he's standing. Goes off Adam Marikin in the net. As a defenseman in the playoffs, you got to give your goaltender a chance. Zach Hyman. This is another defensive situation. And Joel Edmondson, a veteran player, he's been in the league a long time. No, you got to have his stick up here. This is Shaq Hyman. You got to take care of business. Look at him. He gets deep positioning. You got to have his stick off the ice. Not up on the shoulders, under the blade. Shaq Hyman makes no mistake, and you know what happens when Shaq gets deep in the paint.
You know it.
When he gets deep, it's game over. All right? That's why the Edmonton Oilers are leading. But for LA Kings, they got the offense going. Remember how you got there, playing solid defense. If they play solid D, look at that. That's a blocked shot.
Score.
They play solid D, they'll like the result.
All right, great job, man.
Thank you, man.
Good focus. Deep breath, PK. Oh, they're having fun in Toronto.
Little pre-workout
Handshakes
today.
in Ottawa. The Maple Leafs move on to play the Panthers. Vegas waiting for the Kings-Oilers winner.
This First Innovation Report is presented by the Lexus IS. The first driver is
Okay.
experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. You've always been ahead of the game.
This is your form.
Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average. It's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve.
I got some. It's intermission first.
Stop short of amazing.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
AT&T has a new guarantee because not everything in business is guaranteed.
Oh.
At least she's cute. That's the cost of
Oh.
They got best deals on smartphones.
Do imagine that?
With your choice of our best plans, that's the AT&T guarantee. And right now, it's for any year.
Straight out drop the phone. What's up, guys? Thanks for the likes.
On Chewy,
We're talking about Lakers.
and shop all your favorite
Is the Clippers playing today?
for any taste or any
You guys know?
at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
You're sick. On vacation.
Oh, they're playing today right now too, huh?
Faced with going out there with them alone. But mom's having none of that.
Let me watch on this side because
Visit with Amazon One Medical. And soon
my
meds will get
my right side's hurting me. My right ear left.
Gets out of joyful family fun. No.
To get to the Stanley Cup playoffs, you've got to check.
Checking for a haircut on the Great Clips app. You can win a trip to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Enter on the Great Clips app. Your shot
Who's leading? Oh, Denver's leading? Damn.
of the NHL.
The epic game of this series. Missed that game, he rolled his foot.
Remember, Westbrook used to be with the Clippers.
And he came back with a vengeance. In game 5, 21 points off the Nuggets bench.
And he went to the Lakers and then the Clippers.
Game 5 win. Now all the way across the board, done. Guarded by Westbrook. Done. Leads it from Leonard. It's a great cut by Leonard. And a nice pass from Leonard. And then the soft touch. All of the force leading to all of the skill at the end.
Yeah, people want to say he's not athletic, but people who don't understand athleticism, they only see it as running fast and jumping high. They don't understand like the deceleration we saw on that play from a very big guy. That is athleticism.
Jokic did pick up the 2 fouls in the second quarter. But Jokic with 16 points already, 4 rebounds. He's got 4 assists. He's got
Yeah.
4 steals. Turned it over 3 times as well.
Well, look, one problem
Why are you crying?
is they shoot 62%, and they're behind this game.
Murray up to Lazar. Gets it in the air. No good. Jokic is there. Jokic with the offensive board and a putback.
It's only the second offensive rebound in the game.
Yeah.
For the Nuggets, they now only have 4 second chance points.
Jokic with 13 in the corner. Harden drives. Swings it out to Kawhi Leonard.
I'm not sure why Christian Brown wouldn't rotate to Leonard on that and leave the tomb, but great pass by Harden, his 4th assist of the night to go for his 21 points.
Stars are here tonight for sure. Harden and Kawhi Leonard delivering in this first half. Harden and
Casey.
Jokic, 2-bad game. Loud and hard left. Peyton Watson for 3. Big shot. Peyton Watson hits one out of the corner.
Well, tonight now, the bench has turned a little bit. 13-6 in Denver started on the bench.
Murray was patient. Zubac was guarding him. And Jokic had free rein in the paint.
Well, Murray now with 6 assists. Got those 12 early points. Now has become a playmaker, 6 assists and 6 rebounds to go with his 12 points.
Clippers had an 8-point lead. Now the Nuggets back in front. And Harden, no good. Clock ticks. Zubac puts it in. Right at the end of the corner. And that will take us to the half. Just like we hoped it would be. It is tight. 3-2 Denver series lead. Clippers facing elimination. They take a 1-point lead into the half.
Jokic goes for 20, Harden for 21, and you're watching the first round presented by Nerd Wallet. To EJ and the gang in Atlanta after this.
History of winning started with 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. If you identify the problem, what is the solution? A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
18 is a new guarantee, because not everything in life is guaranteed. Don't sweat it. We get our best deals on smartphones like iPhone 16 Pro on us with your choice of our best plans. That's the AT&T guarantee. And right now, trade in your iPhone any year, any condition, and get up to $1,000 towards your new iPhone.
Dr. Rick, we are thinking sandwiches again for lunch. What should I put you down for?
Oh, boundaries.
Oh.
It can be tough for homeowners turning into the
Boundaries.
Now, I'm either going to go tuna melt or Reuben. They're known for their
Remember,
Reuben.
when the door closes, so does the conversation.
Oh, yes, gotcha. Okay. Looks like the soup of the day is tomato bisque.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents. We can't protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
I could go tuna melt. If you want to go Reuben, we could do a mix and match.
This is the best Chipotle order. I would like a bowl,
Triple wrap.
mild, medium, hot.
Tom.
Dip it in here.
Sour cream inside the vinaigrette. Two tortillas. If you know, you know. Lettuce, cheese.
Yes.
Have you had your Hershey's?
Have you have your Hershey's? I want to watch my show, bro. The Friends and Neighbors. Oh boy, loses his like big time job. Man, that's everybody, right? Like, you try to go to school, you get a good career, you get cheated on, and then the reason he lost his job was he was fondling with, you know, the way he said, you ask what you don't eat.
I won't take that life, man.
Ooh. That one's nice though. The movie. When is that again? Ah, damn. And the beginning, June 27th. You guys never been to 4DX? Mostly. I've been slacking. They've been out since 2012.
You get real-time stats and insights while you're watching the Bussiness.
For other Marvel movies, I would never even get a ticket. The 4 years after Iron Man? Yeah.
Man, this has been a great night of hoops so far in the...
Oh, it's halftime already? Halftime. And they're leading by 1 point. How's the Kings over here? The Kings is not looking good.
Time for Get More, brought to you by Geico. The 4 goals to start this game, the fastest 4 goals to start any game in the NHL.
No way.
There was a lot of action in that
This
first
season.
period. This crowd was really loud and then really quiet as it went back and forth between these two teams. And I'm not so sure we expected this with how great the goaltending has been. But Byfield got it started. That was a big goal for him and his line mates. And then it was the Oilers, and then it was Clark. After being on for a goal against, he gets one back. And then it goes back to the Oilers again. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and it's this face-off by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins win. It's a tip goal by Zach Hyman, and the Oilers find themselves up 3-2.
Very nice breakdown from PK, talking about Shaq Hyman, who got positioning with his stick on Joel Edmondson in an all-important game 6 here in this series. These teams meeting, of course, for the 4th straight year. Los Angeles was hoping this year would be different. They have to win tonight against Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers, who have won the last 3 games in this series, each of them in comeback fashion.
Disfrutado no more. It's okay.
In 5:55 to start, and 5 goals in total, the most combined goals.
Yo, that AC is killing me, man. It's like really cold.
In the first round so far this
Overall needs to have it at 70. That's why.
You know, it's interesting. The Edmonton Oilers now in the 2025 playoffs have 19 goals from other players other than McDavid and Draisaitl, including 3 tonight. And that's the most of their last 4 playoff rounds combined.
You talked about depth scoring right off the top. Trying to get more of it here. Henrique, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman, the goal scorers for the Oilers. We showed you Byfield and Clark. For the
It started already, so it's 2-3.
They've given up 10 goals in second periods in the first 5 games of this series. Darnell Nurse fights for it in the corner with the Kings in the O-zone here with the Clinton Byfield line out there. Turned down, he shot, ramped off a stick in front. Nurse speeds to it and eludes the check from the upcoming Byfield. Dropped off for Nurse. On the rush, Darnell Nurse shovels it high up the net of Kemper and around the boards to Evander Kane. Goes cross corner. McDavid's out of the ice. Connor McDavid will take it back out to center and use Jake Wallman.
I know I've been working late. I've been working this. Oh, get it out, bro. You gotta be more physical. Oh, come on, 3 against 2, baby. Let's go. Damn, nice defense. Oh, 2 against 1. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Two. Two. What do they call it? No, he got nobody now. He's stuck in the corner. 2 against 1. 2 against 1. 2 against the goalie. Middle. Nobody. Uh-oh.
Nurse on the rush. Wide for Henrique. Fires on and Kemper angles that one up. Kempe swoops in to collect. Outlets for Kuzmenko. Kopitar joins and a pass to find.
Oh, nice. Still on the line. Oh, my God. We're still on the line. Oh, my God. Straight away. A straightaway. Ooh. Oh. The breakaway. Oh my God, 2 breakaways. I know. It's easy being up here, right? Shot.
Kicked down by Ty Epperson, the young defenseman.
That could have been tied. That would have been.
Sandy Hellenius centering the board line for Los Angeles. Lobbed out past Turka. On the turn, here is Arvidsson, who essentially swaps spots with Warren Fogle. Fogle had an excellent year in year 1 with Los Angeles, a career high 24 goals. One of the great signings of the offseason. 3 years, $10.5 million. But he could not convert against Calvin Pickard all alone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 2 against 1. Oh, tripping. You fell.
Could not possess. Evander Kane tugs Lays it back in. He gets stripped to the puck by Brent Clark at the line, who stood him up.
Let's go, baby.
Went Byfield back quickly. He'll chip in indirectly around Brett Kulak.
Nice.
Byfield moved it along for Fiala with a reverse hit on Evander Kane, and another check from Kevin Fiala.
Nice. They took it, clear it out.
There's pitch to the
Trying to chip it in.
Fighting for positioning with Zach Hyman.
Oh, nice tackle.
Dispatches him. Hyman slow to get
Legal
up.
and everything. Oh, it got pickpocket on the center.
This Byfield line has really been good for the Kings, getting it on the forecheck, breaking offensive zone time, good chances from down low, they've been physical.
There we go.
And here is
Ole.
Vogel now,
Nice.
speeding off on this Dinola. He drops
Outside.
Trevor Moore looking for Phil Dinola.
Nada.
Bouchard evacuates the zone to Draisaitl. Stays patient with it and trips back for Wallman. Puck bounds down and Anderson banks it off for Drew Doughty.
Line change.
Snapped ahead. Vogel tries to locate it. He senses Kulak was there, and it's back to Anderson. Drew Doughty starts it up ice. Ramps off the stick of Kempe. Careens down for Kuzmenko.
Oh, nobody in the middle. I don't know if it was a shot or assist.
It started to come up and play that puck, and it took a funny bounce off the boards, and Kempe almost took advantage of it.
Oh, nice.
Kopitar's got it.
Outside. Shoot it. Oh, no way.
Brad Clark. Back to Joel Edmondson with a wrister. Bounces out for Connor Brown. Kings were looking for a big response after their struggles in Game 5. Thoroughly dominated by the Oilers. It's been much more even in Game 6. Kuzmenko fired the puck at Calvin Pickard, and the Oilers are out. With John Klingberg played a big role in this series after he missed the last 3 weeks of the regular season. Turcotte, the former 5th overall pick of ice, stripped to the puck by the responsible Matthias Janmark.
Who's that? Chris Webber on the corner? Rose?
Next to the red line, off the glass, bounces down.
Off the easy. Oh, who did you give it to?
Spence, who couldn't get there in time. On Coles and around, Arvidsson had it blocked, and it comes out to center.
Let's go.
Thanks to the hard
Stitch.
work of Jeff Malott. He's in with Hellenius. Collected by
I like the idea though.
through center. He will float this one cross corner, and it bounces down as the Oilers change.
Dang, there's nothing. A lot of cross-check in the middle.
Jeff Malott.
Oh, too many
Against the
men.
line, and the Kings change with Bouchard back on it for Edmonton.
Clear out. Back at it. Oh, Knicks win.
Here is Jake Wallman for Edmonton. That one ramps off the stick of Evan Bouchard. Out of play. 3-2, still the Edmonton lead on Los Angeles in Game 6. We've gone back and forth and had a 5-goal first period up at Rogers Place.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not chicken.
Oh yeah, it was
Who
Jalen
guys build a
Rose.
chicken place?
I know that.
Can't the taco
That
place do
sick
good
lineup.
nuggets? Are we not allowed to do both?
What do you mean?
You think it's cool to do both, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are they okay?
I don't think so. We're totally a taco place that's a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Trains. Trains that stands for what isn't on the schedule. Trains that use the power of Dell AI and Intel to see hundreds of miles of tracks. Clearing the way so you arrive exactly where you belong.
You know, sometimes my life can be a little crazy. That's why when you find stability, you gotta grab it and hold on to it. Like how Verizon just lets you lock in a low price for 3 years, even if you're already a customer. Is that even real? That's not just for me. And they give you a free phone on any plan. Who's doing that? Nobody. Come on, what's better than that? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Oilers up
I want to see that
3-2 here in the
commercial.
second with a chance to close out the series. And Chris, a key to your success has been your depth. By playing McDavid and Draisaitl on the same line, how does that help you roll all four lines?
We got a lot of good hockey players on our team. I mean, guys that can step up and play a defensive role, more of an offensive role. Anyways, we're just happy with have the quality players that we have. Thank you.
Let's go, Kings.
Yeah, those two superstars loaded up together, Cassie, and it affects the rest of the roster.
Yeah, you know, I talked to Chris Knobloch earlier in the season, and he told me, he goes, it's easier for me to manage the bench when they're together. And
Oh, right there,
to
baby.
give roles to other players, and that hits the post.
On a wrister from Drew Doughty that nearly found the home to tie it.
They got the angle. They just need
For the Oilers, you mentioned the production they're getting
deflection.
from beyond McDavid and Draisaitl. Kings looking for an equalizer, trying to stay alive. Pass could not find Phil Deneau. Trevor Moore a hound on the puck, but Kane stuck with it. Nugent Hopkins for Hyman, stretched wide, he's centered, flings around, 1 minute drive with Nugent Hopkins parked in front, bounces out.
Oh, 2-1, baby.
With Trevor Moore, Deneau, shot save.
Oh my God! They cannot make that third goal. 2-on-1. Two against 9. 1-on-1.
And Pickard just looks so casual back there, like nothing about this moment is phasing him.
No, clearly.
And swiped away from Byfield. What a job by Calvin Pickard in this period, but in this series as well, since taking over for Stuart Skinner.
Turnover by Wallman down low. But watch the shot from Drew Doughty as it hits the crossbar. Lots of traffic and bodies in front. We've seen that all game long.
Oh, it hit post.
Just a quick little wrister, and that's
I thought it hit the board.
And here's a 2-on-1 for LA, and again, Pickard just fights it off with his left shoulder. Deneau looking as if he's going to potentially pass it across.
Let's check in with Liam.
They should be up 5-3.
The LA Kings said Edmonton is
1,
giving
2,
them
3.
some ice
Yeah.
for players to create and take advantage of. You just saw it there with those few rush chances, and he wants them to continue to do that here in the second, as he doesn't expect the pace of play to slow down. He did say one thing: elimination game. Doesn't want to see
If the Clippers win, I'm gonna watch them.
Just continue to take what's given and shoot the puck.
What is this
It
game
was
6?
interesting. Wallman shot that puck, and it ended up going wide.
Yeah, this is game 6.
and
Game
ripped
7,
all the
I
way
mean.
around, which created that 2-on-1
At Denver.
for Deneau. Sometimes you miss the net far side. That's exactly what happens.
Came all the way out, and Phil Deneau had the opportunity. Now on the rush, Byfield loads it up with LaFerriere. Got dispossessed by Darnell
Ooh.
Nurse. Byfield finishes a check on time.
Oh God,
Emerson
that one looked like it hurt.
squeezed to the wall now by
He's looking
Emerson.
down too.
Byfield on the receiving end. Fished out of there by Adam Henrique. Lobbed out to center, and Jordan Spence back on.
Good job by Emerson there, not retaliating on Byfield. He takes
Ooh,
a big
shot.
hit. He goes back at Byfield with the
Bully.
clean check, keeps his emotions in check.
Kuzmenko.
Nice.
Didn't get all of that. Triggered wide.
He still blocked it though.
Takes back for Anderson with a shot. Sails wide. Shot attempts on net from the Kings here in the ozone. Kopitar dances with it. Trying to get it back out high for Doughty. But a takeaway from Draisaitl. Tied up with Kopitar.
Looking.
And no penalty call. Stretch pass for Kopitar. He's in. All the way through.
Shoot it, baby.
Shot trying to go far post. Bounces down. Didn't find Anderson. Instead, the Oilers took the hop and carry in with Draisaitl. Dropping for McDavid. McDavid trying to tuck one.
Thanks. Spun them.
Kuzmenko will work it deep as Los Angeles changes.
Something to watch, isn't it, when McDavid just gets the speed through the neutral zone, the things he can do. You have to defend him in layers. If it's one-on-one, he's almost going to beat you every time.
Puck played with a high stick, and he just plays at a different speed from pretty much everyone outside of Nate McKinnon.
Just the things he can do in the small spaces, and just watch him generate speed out of the D zone up through the neutral zone, one-on-one versus Doughty. Doughty does a great job just getting enough of him to push
He just
him
like
to the
little
outside.
baby steps and then just
He
goes.
still keeps his balance and tries to go short side over the right shoulder of Kemper. Just the edge work, the strength right here to keep on his feet.
10 points in this series, coming in tied for the most of anyone in the playoffs, along with Draisaitl and Kempe. There's the shot.
We're trying to go near post.
Tumbled in front of the crease of Darcy Kemper.
High stick, bro.
Arvidsson sprung to it to try to keep it in, and the puck played with a high stick with 10:21 to go here in the second. Well, Los Angeles looking for a response. The Oilers thoroughly dominated in Game 5, a 3-1 win on Tuesday. Scoring chances were 32-8, and Jim Hiller basically said afterward, every part of our game was unacceptable, thoroughly outclassed.
You know, he's been honest every post-game press conference, whether it's that quote you
Yeah.
see there or talking about Byfield and not getting the puck
She's
out of
sleeping.
the zone. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
First full year on the job for Jim Hiller after he took over in February last year for Todd McClellan. Arvidsson, Klingberg, a shot regurgitated by Edmondson. Arvidsson reload, that one goes wide of Kemper. There's the keep around the boards for Arvidsson. Back for Pot Coles, fourth line out there for the Oilers. Janmark fighting with young Brant Clark. Moves this one up the boards for Trevor Moore, and now Vogel through center. Lobbed in, bounces down for Klingberg. If you're just joining us during intermission of Dallas, Colorado, welcome to this one. It was a wild first period, and a fast start in the second as well. Kemper handles that one from long range, banked out for Alex Turcotte. Now Jeff Malott on the Kings' fourth line. Maneuvers in, forced to the boards.
There you go. Oh, lost it.
By Evan Bouchard. Gets the legs moving, connects with Nugent Hopkins. Now Hyman down the left wing wall. Zach Hyman harassed here by Jordan Spence. Getting some more ice time in this one.
There.
Along the board, Sammy Helenius got to it as Bouchard stepped back.
There you go.
PK talking about
Take it out.
the intermission.
Nice.
Turcotte around Bouchard. Swooping in. Turcotte banked it back. Spence calling for it. Spence
Shot.
drive off a stick. Kareem Todd.
No deflection in.
Helenius one time.
Who shot it?
He was
Oh.
calling for it and got it for Turcotte.
Oh. It's stuck in a board.
Miscellaneous has not played a
Pickpocket.
ton, but a key
Shot.
face-off win late in the first
Dang, they're just getting shot at.
offensive zone
Nothing's
time
going
here.
in.
It allows the Byfield
Oh.
line to come onto the ice in the ozone, but taken away by Ryan Nugent
Damn.
Hopkins from Doughty as we hit 8.5 to go in the second in a one-goal game in Game 6. Doughty outlets past Fiala to Byfield.
Oh, nice.
Quinn Byfield, trap for Kevin Fiala.
Middle.
Slams
Oh,
the
nada.
brakes. Stick handling along the right point. Moved it down past LaFerriere. Cut off by Edmonton. Up the boards. Klingberg ahead for Brown, who evacuates.
Nada.
Henry
Clear out.
around the railing. Doughty crunched by
Oh.
Frederick, who since he has
Cross
dropped
check.
back in, has delivered plenty of hits in this series. Byfield cut off on the entry, squeezed off by Henry, puck loose.
Oh, wow.
Turning to it, instead it's Nurse who whisks it away, and out for Edmonton, goes down for icing.
In the slide, Robertson scores! Works across, Minnesota scores!
Thank you, Dad.
Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear.
Hey, 85 y'all
NHL
haven't
shop.com.
subscribed.
A
Subscribe,
Fanatics
please.
experience.
Actually, we need that watch hours.
Top line is out there for Los Angeles with Darcy Kemper, Adrian Kempe, and the Kings in a do-or-die elimination game here on the road in Edmonton. Took the first two games of this series and had leads in the third periods of both games 3 and 4, but it has been Edmonton storming its way back into the driver's seat, trying to move on to the second round. Big face-off win for the Oilers, and Leon Draisaitl races to it. Brown steps in with support.
Let's go.
Draisaitl trying to fish that one out of your kitchen at home. The Kings bank it up to the line. Pass
they're out.
And Bouchard retreats. Anderson banks back around for Drew Doughty. Kempe with some space, and he couldn't haul that in from Doughty.
Icing.
So it goes for an icing whistle. Check in with Arnold Cal in the studio.
Mike, thank you very much. The Dallas Stars take their first lead of the game late in the second period. And the puck will get to guess who?
Oh, wow.
Nico Rantanen. his second of the series, 4-3 after 2, Mike.
All right, Arts, so if it gets to that, if necessary, we would have these Game 7s on Saturday on ABC and here on ESPN. Avalanche Stars, Oilers Kings, if LA can get back to the harmonicas on Saturday. 7 to go, a pass for Hyman. And Darcy Kemper angles one out toward Phil Deneau. Dropped off for Adrian Kempe. Cassie Campbell, Pascal, Leah Hextall, Mike Monaco, and our entire crew with you. Shout out to so many members of our crew. Worked last night in Winnipeg early hours. Check from Deneau on an Andrew Kane, who pried it free with Kane on the rush. And then this one comes down for another icing whistle.
Icing.
Kings playing with fire here. A couple of icings this last shift, just some missed passes through the neutral zone. And last time it was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins line that comes out in the offensive zone. And of course, this time it's going to be McDavid, Draisaitl, and Barry. Kopitar with a big face-off win. Got them out of the last jam. We'll see if Philip Deneau can do one here.
Phil Deneau is 5 for 9 on faceoffs today. McDavid 1 for 5. He wins that one, but it splits Kulak and Bouchard. Clark gets off. Gavrikov just on to replace him. And Vladislav Gavrikov back on it. McDavid in behind. So Deneau off the iron for Leon Draisaitl. Bouchard will reload. Redirected off of Deneau into the corner. Collected by Corey Perry. Leon Draisaitl nearly made it. A 2-goal Edmonton lead. Draisaitl drops. Kulak circles a shot. Redirected with Perry parked in front. McDavid turns away from Gavrikov. What a feed for Kulak! Moore lost his step. Puck loose. Body's crumpling. Bouchard feeds it along the half wall. Leon Draisaitl ducks one back for Connor McDavid. He gets wrapped up by Fogle. Pressured here. Draisaitl with it. Drop for McDavid. Eluding Fogle.
Let's go.
Good stick from Deneau. Forces it out to center and forces McDavid to backtrack.
Thought he was in a pay pocket.
Yeah, Draisaitl off the iron, and then Connor McDavid with some kind of feed across the crease for another scoring chance for the Oilers.
Ooh.
No icing here. John Klingberg in behind, being harassed by Quinton Byfield. Move for LaFerriere. Downey holds on to it. Downey throw it on net again. Stay patient with it. Now the Oilers out to the races. On the entry, a drop. Janmark let it go. Nurse a shot.
Damn. Not good, not good. Right there, boom. The last one.
Watch that play from Janmark. He lets that go between his legs. He recognizes Nurse as the fourth guy up on the tack, and he has a ton of time to pick his spot here. The back check for the LA Kings just too late as they pushed Anderson and Downey back into the play. And what a finish by Darnell Nurse.
That was good.
Fatigue is set in here for LA. There's no question about it. Defense are finding it hard to keep a gap up ice.
Yes, so yeah, so much spacing. I mean, they had their shot, they had their chances.
After he had 5 in the regular season, in Game 6, he has made it a 2-goal margin for Edmonton. A chance of Kemper continue to ring out here in Rogers Place. And what's savvy from Matthias Janmark, who's had a huge series. Bouchard had it blocked by a sliding Milan, got it back. Here's Wall in a drive off the stick of Turcotte, out of the reach of Spence. Bouchard, one-timer, got blocked. Milan was in the way. Turcotte gets it out on this fourth line for LA. Here's Mulaney as a shot, and on the side by Pickard. So now a 2-goal hold for Los Angeles in this elimination game. Kopitar, cross corner. Kempe collects. Kempe back for Kopitar. Swats it toward Doughty. Kempe spins. That one clipped Henrique. Kopitar to it. Back for Anderson. Move for Doughty. Shuttled for Kempe. Net front. Trying to take one home with Kopitar. Cutting to the right of Pickard. This one to the line. Glove down by Brown. Charging ahead with Henrique. Brown moving in. Center toward Henrique. Score!
Wow. It'd have been tied now.
Mike, you got to give a ton of credit here to Calvin Pickard. You got to think about the saves that he's made in this second period. One just prior to this play, again, an odd man rush created by the Edmonton
Oh wow, they got two people there.
Trent Frederick coming up late on the play. He's the third man line.
Just trying to hook him.
Doesn't pick up the stick. And the depth of the Edmonton Oilers with the two latest goals. As Chris Knobloch continues to throw out all four lines, and it's making a difference.
2 goals in 136, and Trent Frederick led the line. His first goal in an Edmonton sweater.
And you can see the emotion on his face. You know, plays one game when he gets traded here, finally gets healthy, gets hurt again, has to miss the majority of the latter part of the season. And he comes in, and you can tell just as every game went on, he got more and more comfortable and gets rewarded here tonight.
Traded from Boston, of course, at the deadline while he was dealing with that ankle injury. And you mentioned 1 game, 7 minutes of ice time. That was it in the regular season with the Oilers. A setback to that ankle, and Trent Frederick at the front of the net makes it a 5-2 Oilers lead late in period number 2.
Pickard with the breakaway save on Fogle, the 2-on-1, the save on Philip Deneau. That could have made this game 3-3.
Clippers are winning at least.
Up a little bit for the Oilers.
Huge moments from Calvin Pickard at one end, and a couple goals in about a 90-second span for Edmonton at the other. Arvidsson grabs it, skates it out to center, and on the shoot-in, around the boards toward Yanmark. Past Gavrikov as well. Byfield jumps to settle it down. Byfield chopped it to
They're
the
gonna lose
line,
again.
on the Ferrier toward Kulak.
They're gonna be like 0-4.
So Nursing at 14:59 from Podkolzin and Yanmark, and then Frederick at 16:35 from Brown and Kulak. Hellenius drops. Here's Fiala, center, score!
Finally, man. Let's go.
With a much-needed answer for the Kings.
You know, this Sammy Hellenius has played well in limited minutes, but recently Jim Hiller has recognized it in the second period. He's been getting it on the forecheck. He's been creating chances for the LA Kings. And just a turnover through the neutral zone by Darnell Nurse.
Right in the middle.
Movement up the ice leads to a 4-on-2, but it's Hellenius who leads that rush. And it's Jordan Spence, another guy that hasn't had a ton of ice time, that finishes that one to make it 5-3 LA.
It's exactly what you've been talking about.
Come on, maybe one more goal after.
Fatigue setting in, and maybe a need to stretch it out and use more bodies deeper down the lineup. Fourth line center and Sammy Hellenius, the 22-year-old rookie, set that up. You mentioned he's had a really good period. And then Jordan Spence, who had played 27 minutes total in 4 games of the first 5 in this series, coming in.
I don't think he has a choice here. He's got to go with guys that are going, and Hellenius had a couple of good shifts.
Oh, nice.
There.
Go.
He's rewarded. And now Jordan Spence.
Oh, it's outside.
Leads the zone.
The blue line.
126 later from Jordan Spence. But first it was Darnell Nurse putting this place into a frenzy. Followed up by Trent Frederick, his first with Edmonton. And then back to a 2-goal game, courtesy of Jordan Spence.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle honey chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
When I started Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I had no idea what I was doing. But GoDaddy Aero does, using AI to build a logo, website, and social content. So I can let the world know if your goggles ain't Goggins, they don't belong on your noggins.
McDavid, who's played 12:55 so far in this hockey game, gets his first point on the power play. This is it here, a beautiful feed to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And then speed through the neutral zone. He's attacking the defenseman. Two guys come with him. They get another opportunity because of it. It's just remarkable to watch him take off through the neutral zone and create the opportunities that he's done. But for one thing, you go back to game one, he had to take that game over to give this team a chance. And as this series has gone along, the depth has started to build for the Oilers, and he doesn't have to be out there as much as we saw early in this series, and it's benefiting the team in the sense that they're getting production from other guys. And that's going to be good long-term. If they're able to win this game tonight and go into the second round, to not have to play your top guys so many minutes is going to be so crucial.
Big key if you want to go on a long run like the Oilers, of course, do. Hyman shot went off a Gavrikov. It came out on temper. And a harrowing moment there for Los Angeles as we hit the final minute of period number 2. Well, don't blink if you get one goal in a moment in this game. We had 4 goals in the first. In the first 5:55. Here in the second, we had 3 goals in a span of 3 minutes and 2 seconds.
The momentum changes have been crazy in this game. I mean, you can feel it in the building. The crowd just explodes, or they're absolutely silent.
Yeah, this is exhale at your own risk here at Rogers Place. Settled down by the Oilers, approaching the final 15 seconds. Wiped in by Draisaitl. And around toward Henrique. Steered it off. Kopitar in front of Brown. Anderson fought for it. Brown behind the net. Sends it out for Frederick. Piece of that for Kuzmenko and broke his stick. And that's how we close period number 2. Nurse and Frederick scoring. Spence with an answer. And 5-3 is the Edmonton lead.
2-0. Come on.
6 to the studio.
Clippers are taking it.
It was actually for Jones.
Oh.
Screaming down the baseline. Here's Gordon will dunk it down. Yeah, Denver gets a couple of points off that miscommunication by the Clippers on the other end.
Oh, the legend says goodbye.
The Nuggets there. Their defense wasn't exactly good, but they were able to come up with a turnover anyway because both guys were open for the lob. Here's Kyle once again. That was deflected. Zubac's able to secure it.
There you go.
He's got the wall up and loud.
What was that, 14-point lead?
But Zubac's again getting that loose ball. Creates a second opportunity. The biggest difference in this game right now. 10 more field goal attempts for the Clippers. Denver down 14. Under 2 minutes to go. Jokic finds Gordon. Gordon hangs and scores. He has got some serious pop. And an excellent find by Jokic.
Gordon got 4 straight.
Make sure, guys, that's his 7th assist on the evening to go for it with his 20 points. Not once again.
Nice. Oh, baby. Ooh. That was nice.
They got off to a really poor start shooting threes, but they've made 7 of their last 15.
Oh, left them open.
For three, got another one. The Brown, who came into the game 3 for 16 from 3 in the series, has now made 2 in a row.
Brown's got 10 in the corner. And he's trying to keep Denver in shouting distance here.
Nice shot. Teardrop.
Shot right there. That little runner in the lane. It is pretty.
That's from about 10 to 12 feet. That is such a difficult shot. And he makes it look easy. Nothing but net there.
This is like
25 seconds left in the third quarter. And a big quarter for the Clippers. Here's Jokic.
the Joker. Damn.
Just when you need one, that's a second made three. The Joker's got 23 now.
The Joker.
You gotta imagine his time on the bench to start the fourth quarter is going to be short. Westbrook rebound.
I know it's funny. Westbrook was
Nuggets
the
can get within single digits for a deficit here.
So
Second separating shot clock and game clock.
Clippers are 90. Denver 79. Oh.
On Jones.
Oh my God.
Jones and Jokic.
Kings are not doing good. They just scored. So they're gonna get 3-5.
Put a body on Nikola Jokic a couple of times.
He made him feel him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And look, they knew they had a foul to give. I don't like them giving the foul there. They had a nice differential where they were going to get the ball back with 5 or 6 seconds. Now Denver can essentially run it down for the last shot. I think teams often use the foul to give thoughtlessly.
So the 1 second separating shot game clock. Coming to the end of the third quarter.
Get that out of here.
By Derek Jones.
Oh.
So Jones gets a block, and the Clippers maintain that double-digit lead. They are up 11. They outscore the Nuggets in the third quarter by 10. Powell goes for 11 in the quarter. To the fourth we go. Game 6. You're watching the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google.
America, you're watching the best on that. Hey, what is that? Oh, now you just doing my boy dirty. Well, you not taught how to watch sports? Take it from me, Aunt's very god uncle. If you want to watch the big leagues, you're gonna need a big screen, deeper surround sound, with beautiful vision for the beautiful players. America, it's time for a reality check. It's the NBA playoffs. You need the best home viewing experience to truly own the moment. And for that, you need Hisense.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt. Bateman, please.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With SkyRizzy, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use Allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about SkyRizzy.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings even more indulgences, like the Cantina Chicken Burrito. It's the Lux you want. For less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
It is stressful out there. A lot of phone companies are making noise about great deals, but how do you know you're not paying more? We all need things that comfort us, that we trust. A nice cup of tea, a fresh basket of puppies, and T-Mobile. When you switch, not only can you save 20% versus the other big guys, the price of your rate plan won't change in 5 years, guaranteed.
Thanks for the likes.
Sometimes it's nice when things don't change. T-Mobile's new
Gato.
families can take
Oh, Gato's not here.
Price won't change tomorrow.
Where is Gato's outside? Gotta hit the subs, bro. Hit the subs. Watch some 30 minutes. We're at intermission right now. I'm watching the Clippers. Not really a Clipper fan, but whatever. It's an LA team. I know.
The Nuggets 32-22 in that third quarter, and they lead it. And moments ago,
The last 12 minutes for the Clippers.
Coach, you made the decision
Tyrone
to
Lue.
start Batum that third quarter. You guys were hot for 12 minutes. What worked and what went into that decision-making process?
I think spacing offensively, along with our pace. Our pace was good, so they couldn't get back and get matched up. And then defensively, I thought we were really active.
You guys are up 11, 12 minutes left, backs against the wall. What are you telling these guys right now?
We got to win the quarter. We got to win the quarter. Same aggression defensively. Keep attacking on the offensive end, and we should be fine.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck.
Well, first possession of the fourth, the turnover.
Oh, wow.
Gets it back and able to score.
Well, quite honestly, not enough Clippers players pursued back. They just assumed it was going to be a breakaway dunk. You're in the biggest game of the year right now. You can't assume anything. Look, it's not like in the third quarter, Denver went cold. They shot 50%, 4 for 7.
10 minutes in.
Denver is shooting 58%, 45%.
Here he comes. Gato's here. Gato.
That was a strong finish by Michael Porter Jr. He's fouled on the play. Clutching at that left shoulder. Chance at a three-point trip on the floor here.
He landed on the shoulder.
Right down on that left shoulder, and Lauren, he is grinding it out, trying to play through this injury, which he would certainly not be playing for.
Gato's here.
He definitely did. I talked to him pregame about it and said, how bad does it hurt when you're playing?
Oh, Gato running the streets.
Even less than 90 degrees away from his
What's
body.
up, Don?
He feels it. He said he can't hurt
Little
it
chilly.
anymore. It's just pain tolerance at this point. And the more you play, the more inflammation that there is. So all he can do is put it down, replace it, and try to rest it as much as he can. But he told me that he's gone through so many injuries over the last 4 years that there's days that he wondered if his path is being redirected. But someone told him to quote, the obstacles in the journey are the journey. He said he stopped asking why me, started embracing the hard days because that's where the growth happens. And the mindset side, he said it's always not where we're at.
It's a phenomenal story. Almost lost
He likes
his career with
Spankies.
a couple of back surgeries, even before he got into the NBA.
Then one. Then two.
Hug in there.
Grayson.
James Harden having a big game. You pointed it out, Coach.
Grayson.
Generally struggled in the
Bad
late
boy.
games of series throughout his career.
Bad boy.
But not tonight. 25 for Harden. Bogdanovich commits a foul on the other end.
Check him out. This is what he does.
Especially with this lineup, though, the Nuggets need to get Jamal Murray going. Only 2
Fair
points
point.
since the first
Fair point.
for Murray.
Oh, fair point.
Murray,
Fair point.
14 points. 1 made 3 for Murray.
This is chilling.
Well, the turnovers have been the problem. That's a 13th turnover.
It's Gato. Oh, he just got cool.
Probably the biggest reason the Clippers have 10 more field goal attempts and 4 more free throw attempts.
Yeah, foul, buddy.
Leonard finds Jones.
Oh, nice.
Harden was just patient. And then a quick pass to Kawhi Leonard, who delivered it to the open Derrick Jones Jr.
You're gonna fall.
23 points off those turnovers. Murray gets it to go. Nice take to the basket by
What do you say?
And that's a defensive breakdown by the Clippers. They cannot allow Jamal Murray to take the ball from beyond the three-point line to his strong hand and get all the way to the layup. And Jokic's rest is going to be about as short as we want.
There we go, please.
It's a mid-range jumper.
Well, he and Harden now with 51 points, 13 rebounds, and 13 assists. The Stars have to step up.
Oh, damn. Nice shot.
After a quiet couple of quarters,
Gato. They gotta score. Yeah, Gato's here. I guess he knows how to get the people in here.
Clippers lead it by 11 here.
Te canto, te canto.
Shot blockers in the NBA. The Nuggets
He looks like the cat from Pet Cemetery. But he's a little fat though. Gain a little weight. You gain a little weight, Gato?
High for that one. 13th in the league in shot blocking despite.
How's Vegas doing? Oh, Vegas is leading?
And only playing 24 minutes a game.
I need to score. Damn. 3-1 Vegas right now. Oh, he kicked it in? Oh, wraparound goal. Empty net. Oh, damn.
With Jokic on you can win the Jokic minutes.
Wow.
It's almost impossible for Denver to beat you.
Minnesota eliminated.
That was a great run. Clippers in the third. Jokic finds Brown. Wants a reset, but that's Westbrook in the corner. And Westbrook missed it. Watson knocks it out of bounds. That'll be Clippers ball. Only 3 offensive rebounds on the night for Denver against 21 defensive rebounds for the Clippers. Clippers led the league in defensive rebounding percentage on the year. They have struggled mightily in this series, but they're taking care of business too. He's taking care of business too. James Harden with 28 right now to go with 5 rebounds.
Harden.
8 assists. He knocks this one down, and the Clippers are up 14.
Yeah, Fourier retired.
When you're a sports fan, nothing beats being there. And when you're with Amex Platinum, you never miss the next big moment.
I know, probably. I don't want to get. Gato. Este es su gato. Gato. Saying, damn, they took out my likes. I have 5 likes now. Now it's 2. It's alright. Oh, he's purring. What happened? You got more outside? Gato. He's chilling. He's late to the... You're like 2 intermissions late. Este es uno gato. Este es uno gato. Uno gato. You sleepy? Still in commercials. What's this guy accounting? Oh, that looks like a good action movie. Pika? He's fluffy. Well, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Grayson says thank you. Thank you. He's so fat. When I got injured, like, what was it? Oh, yesterday, when I came in here yesterday, he was sleeping with me. He's so funny. What's up, 99 shot? Oh, I haven't seen you guys in a minute. Stuff Crust, Don GB, Gnarly. Yeah, we here chilling. I mean, all LA is falling down. I mean, we lost the Lakers already. We're about, like, the Kings are almost down 2 goals. The Clippers are, they're doing good, but they gotta have a game. They're gonna have a game 7 at Denver. What's today? Friday? Probably like either Sunday. So it's Thursday, right? Friday, probably Saturday. Unless Denver comes back from a 14-point lead. I mean, from a 14 deficit. We got the Gato going. And we only got the Dodgers left, which, you know, they have nice block. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, because I get confused with the Clippers because they got this blue color. Yeah, 7 minutes in.
Battling down there with Jokic.
Foul's going to be on Bogdanovic, and he took a shot after the foul from his Serbian Olympic teammate right to the jaw. Bogdanovic had 5 fouls in game 5, but he delivered big time. Made 4 threes, had 18 points. Every time you talk about the spacing, they got that with the team of Bogdanovic. Watson, confused. Watson puts on the top shot.
They put Watson in a position having to make a decision off that blitz, and that's not really Peyton Watson's game.
You know, 102-88. Harden. Oh, he lost it. Wow, missed the layup. Westbrook. Oh my God, it's breaking up. What's going on?
The Clippers just assuming people were going to make shots, and they're giving up buckets. The effort and the focus has to be better.
Well,
the other thing right here with a 12-point lead,
they just got the
just holding the ball and running the clock down on every possession.
Shoot it, bro. So Denver gotta make points quick. That second heifer. All right.
5.5 to go in regulation.
We got 5 minutes on Clippers. Kings just started right now. They're just trying to run clock and make the points. 7 seconds. 6.
Touch it last. That'll be Jones Jr. and that is Denver ball.
Well, the effort Jones Jr. though is putting in on the offensive glass.
Gato. He doesn't like his belly rub. Gato, let go.
And if they don't, we're going to see a tip dunk by Derek Jones Jr. before this game is over.
Clippers lead is 13 as we hit the 5-minute mark.
Wow.
Lays it in.
Timeout. They're just letting them in now.
On that one. And a timeout on the floor with the Clippers up 11.
All right.
Spence is out there right now, paired up with Gavrikov, his normal partner from the regular season. That is
Kings gotta make one more and it'll be a game.
Jim Heller and DJ Smith, who runs
obviously two to tie.
John Klingberg spun it around, and Klingberg back on it for the Oilers.
And you get the sense too, Mike, just with the way that this game has gone, Darcy Kemper really needs to shut the door here in the third.
Here's more chance of his surname here at Rogers Place. He's been excellent over the last couple of games of this series coming in, but the Oilers went 5 on him through the first 2 periods tonight. Kings tried to break out, but they turned it over. And through center, Vasily Podkolzin had it batted down. Good stick from Vladislav Gavrikov. Fourth line out there for LA. Sandy Helenius worked it in. Jeff Malott plays physically with Greg Kulak. Helenius had some nice moments, like you said, in that second. And Hellenius finishes a check in the corner on Matthias Janmark. Clark with a pinch, back around for the big-bodied Hellenius. Pops off of his stick, back around toward Malat. Good work by Bouchard, who stays patient on the back end for Edmonton and clears the zone.
And that's the type of shift that Jim Hiller needs from his fourth line. Energy, get in the offensive zone, create a forecheck, make it difficult for the Edmonton Oilers defensemen, and then allow your top lines to come out.
Stop.
And go against fatigued players on the other end.
Here's Leon Draisaitl. Turning away from Drew Doughty. Protecting in behind. Moved it on for Corey Perry. Slings one around. Draisaitl and McDavid in deep. Here's Connor McDavid.
Oh, nice.
On Doughty. Backhand shoveled on. And fought off by Kemper.
Damn, he just went in and out.
Change of direction from Connor McDavid like always. Here he is working below the goal line. Gets checked hard. Into the boards by Mikey Anderson. Perry steps in to provide some agitation.
They're just trying to kill time.
Trying to win the puck into the corner. In a race with Byfield, who crunches Corey Perry. Klingberg a pinch. The Allen had stepped in front. McDavid ducks in behind. And the Kings possess behind Kemper.
I wonder if you could do a hand
It
pass.
takes a team effort to try and contain him. First it's Drew Doughty on Connor McDavid,
Nice.
and then Mikey
Let's go, get
Anderson
in there.
tries to do his best, and he's still able to get an opportunity.
Trevor Moore turning away from Nugent Hopkins. Back around for Jordan Spence.
Boards.
Moore.
Oh!
But intercepted. This one careens
What a pass if he would have got through.
That's it in with Hyman on the move. And
Alright,
back out
cool.
to neutralize.
Clear.
Vogel on the turn.
3 against 2.
Spence joins. Here is Spence. Collects. Fires. Moore.
Oh, nice block.
On the one-timer. Kept in the
Oh, wow.
Spence tees one up. Off a body in front. Careens to the corner. Spence with it. Kane gets back to the bench. Fired right on and blocked in front with Wallman parked in front of Pickard. And the Oilers bank it out to safety. Trent Frederick with a pass that eventually found Kulak, and Frederick gets it back on the spin through center. Works it deep with Henrique in pursuit. Instead, Clark. That's for Kuzmenko. Top line for LA.
Oh, nice.
Kopitar chopped it for Kempe. He spins back, cycles toward Kopitar.
nah.
Cut off by Nurse. And a
Oh, nice.
net front. And Kulak able to steer it off to
They
center.
thought he was there.
Connor Moore dances in indirect. Slams on the brakes. Connor Moore surveys. Sauces one wide. Kulak off the boards toward the net. With Adam Henrique parked in front of Kemper. Clark a check on Henrique. Kuzmenko fishes it out.
Kuzmenko.
Outlets for Kempe.
Nada.
No icing here.
No icing.
Nice job for Kempe just to get a stick on that long shift for that first line for LA. Rather than the icing, they go back in their D zone. He just does a really nice job.
There's an 11-point lead for the Clippers.
Around the boards, Bouchard sends that one wide. Janmark is on it. Flicks it back for Victor Arvidsson. Collected by Jeff Malone.
9.
And floated past Turcotte. Colson swats it in, and then he got buried by Sandy Hellenius. Drew Doughty loads it up. The Byfield line is out there for Los Angeles.
Dang, there's like 2 sticks on the field.
On Klingberg. Fishes the puck out. Gavrikov aggressively down the boards. Fiala. LaFerriere with a shot that got blocked on its way in through the slot.
Hey, pocket.
Is just hounding Zach Hyman.
Oh.
On at Pickard, who freezes it with traffic in front. The Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN are presented by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great. Apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him out there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I gonna feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Oh, he's moving.
We about to level up. We about to level up.
The new star of the seas. Book your vacation today.
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee our network.
Oh, no.
What we can't guarantee, you and your teammates being too connected.
What up, Chad?
Double oh no.
I texted you guys I was gonna wear.
I wore that last
I got dressed first this morning. I thought you said you were gonna wear
Connection means something. That's why with AT&T, we'll proactively make it right with a credit for a full day of service if there is a network interruption. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream shows with lots of seasons and episodes. Plus, staying up lots of hours past your bedtime. Because you don't need sleep, you need answers. Walmart Plus.
Oh.
It's Walmart Plus.
Ooh, now it's a game. 99-107.
Over this series for LA, and it goes back to game 3.
Yeah, there's lots of time left in this game, but you think back to these moments in the series with Evander Kane, this was challenged. It didn't go LA's way. Then the Oilers go on the power play and end up winning the game. And then game 4, LA's up. And all Byfield has to do is get this puck out. Instead, it ends up in the back of the net. And eventually, the Oilers are able to win in overtime. And sometimes these series come down to decisions, to little plays that make
101-107.
Byfield has been really good here tonight for the LA Kings. Knows he has an opportunity to get in the offensive zone and to try and get this game tied for LA. He's been really good this evening.
There's line out there between Fiala and LaFerriere. As Leon
It's the little things.
And this one comes down toward Darcy Kemper.
Oh, he got him.
Loose in front. And McDavid spinning around. Kemper falls on it. It was between his legs, but Kemper earned a whistle anyway.
They were gonna give him the game right there.
Kemper was on this last chance for the Edmonton Oilers.
Solo, too.
You have McDavid coming down the middle of the ice. And it's just one of those bouncing pucks that Kemper tries to steer aside. Instead, it goes right into the slot area with Connor McDavid. Gets an opportunity, and Kemper does a nice job, just a second push to extend that left leg. But then make sure it doesn't knock back off of him into the net.
Hit the post, I think.
You see that second push from Darcy Kemper, the Vezina finalist, with McDavid lurking with a smile.
That was his.
Puck comes down for an icing whistle, and we check in with Leah.
Mike, we just saw Connor McDavid driving to the net, and I ran into Oilers assistant coach Paul Coffey in the intermission, and he said the key to closing out the series here in Game 6 is we can't play like we have the lead. We have to continue to forecheck, put pucks in deep. Yes, that's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. That's how you win. The Kings are a great hockey team, and if we sit back, we'll be on a plane to LA for Game 7, and trust me, we don't need the miles. I'd take the Sky Miles, but apparently Coffey does not need them right now.
It's called the charter.
Yeah. They are not looking to head back to downtown LA in a game that would be Saturday. Los Angeles with work to do. Down by 2. This one comes out toward Trevor Moore. Speeds to it below the goal line. Turning away from Walden.
Come on, you gotta beat him.
Vogel. Moore turning topside and bought off. Taken away by Connor McDavid, who is out to center. Puck lobbed ahead, comes down for center. The Oilers with 3 straight comeback wins in the playoffs already coming into tonight. For the first time in playoff history. They've had to come from behind.
Middle.
Kuzmenko's pass.
You know he's waiting for it.
Zach Hyman. Side swipe by
Middle.
Dano flings one good stick on a pass intended for Andre Kuzmenko, but Nugent Hopkins got a piece of it.
And you see the importance of the Kings defenseman pinching almost on every opportunity in the offensive zone. A good example of it there by Drew Doughty.
Nope. Oh, he got it. 10.
In that area.
9-point lead.
Down by 2 at the start of this third, and the Kings lost
Minute
all
45.
10 games this season, in which they did trail by multiple goals.
All right, they got like a minute left.
First 8 minutes here in the third. Fiala tracks through.
Here we go, the Kings.
Zubats back in this game. Al, a sidestep 3 with the shot clock running down. And then Zubats, a great block and an excellent non-call by the referees.
Oh, penalty? Oh, we got a penalty? Oh, you gotta score here. Oh, that was a one. Westbrook. Nada. A two. Gordon with the follow through. 7. Oh, high stick. Uh-oh. Wow. That's a blocking foul.
Throws for Brown, a furious pace. Nick Batum, at 36 years of age, the fountain of youth.
I'll tell you what, Batum leading the series.
Dang, what a block.
But he is doing it all. Knocked down a couple of threes.
Oh. No, that was a sick pass. Hey, you got it. Power play 141. Kings got to score here. Now they're done.
Nuggets down 6. I think the most impressive number on Batum's line, 33. Not the number on his jersey, but the minutes he's played tonight. He averaged 17 and a half in the regular season. It's only the 3rd time he's gone over 30 minutes all year.
Yeah, and the Clippers seem to be doing a lot of hoping the clock is going to run out. 58 and a half seconds is a long way to go. You got to play this game with force and a sense of urgency right now. You know Denver's coming after the ball. You can't do anything.
They're smothering him. There you go. Less than a minute. Oh my God, just missed it.
Sprints in there to get a timeout. Clippers trying to hang on, trying to save their season.
For Vogel, second unit for the Kings. Vogel speedy, darting in behind. Banks one out.
Outside.
Downey, one-timer. Tip from Tano. Handled by Pickard. And out to the boards. Bouchard for Nugent Hopkins.
Nada. Dang, let's say this will be the game. If they can't make it here.
Final 15 seconds. Last rush up ice
Last.
on this power play for Los Angeles.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Back toward Leferian, just out of the reach of Emerson. Final
5 seconds.
Hyman's ready. Seam. Fanned on by Moore. Moore in behind. Pickard out of his crease.
Nada.
Hyman's out of the box. Downey moves it along for Deneau. Gets it back. 5-on-5. Downey off a stick. Careens out to the half wall. And Hyman gets it out to center.
Nada.
Kills.
That was a shot. He missed it.
2 shots on that power play. Good
2 shots.
Trevor Moore in that far side circle. Draisaitl speeds back. Draisaitl. Hyman. Stop.
Wow.
Must-have save to keep it a 2-goal game. Chances on the power play for Los Angeles. Doughty got a tip, and then Darcy Kemper keeps the Kings with hope. Their last visit.
Trust Batum to put it in.
105, 110 Clippers.
Shot clock shot. That's the way the Clippers have played the entire game down the stretch here.
It goes hard. He lost the handle. Ball's loose. Brown up with it. Jokic with the ball in his hands.
Damn. We did not need that.
Jokic passes up a 3. Drives on Zubac and misses. Leonard comes out of the pack. Zubac stands tall defensively. They have to take the foul now.
That was the game.
Two great defensive plays here down the stretch.
He spins around.
Spin. May have gotten away with a little foul there.
How about the footwork? Big man's moving, and Zubac with 4 blocks.
And Zubac will go to the bench here, Bogdanovich in, because they know now that Denver's going to have to give a foul unless they can get a steal here on the inbounds. And so they want their best free throw shooters in the game. It's an area where Zubac has struggled in the series, only shooting 58%.
Denver had the foul to give and had to take it immediately. Next one will put the Clippers at the line. 20.4 seconds remain. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. David Guthrie making sure all the timing is accurate. And here we go. Batum will put it in. Clippers by 5. Leonard's got it. And Westbrook fouls Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, that's it. Game. Avalanche.
Shooter. 2 for 2 tonight.
Damn. 7-4.
Has not had a game under 20 points in this entire
Rays
series.
is waiting. 4-1, 4-1, 4-2.
His 30th playoff game with at least 20 points as a Clipper. And ties Blake Griffin second on
Ontario. You knew that one was going to go 7, didn't you? Between Dallas and Colorado. I mean, it's gone back and forth. Dallas 2 wins in overtime.
And how about the way Mikko Rantanen has arrived in this game in the Rantanen Bowl of a series. Big time here in Edmonton, Game 6. Oilers have a 3-2 series lead and a 5-3 lead on the Kings in this game. Kings trying to avoid getting knocked out by Edmonton 4 straight years in the first round. They're going to have to come from behind a multi-goal deficit in order to force what would be a Game 7 in Los Angeles. We have seen their defensemen activating even more here in the third. Kevin Fiala weaving through center, fires on it. Becker, he's had some big saves. Came up with a couple more on that kill for the Oilers. Bouchard lifts it up. Out of the reach of a swatting Fiala. Hyman gets to it. Hyman drags through on a backhand bid. He had Kane with him. Snapped out for Spence. Backhands toward Fiala. And Kopitar will peel back with 8.5 to go.
And there's an odd man rush for the Oilers, and we'll see those.
That's like so many men.
The Kings defense continue to push and pinch. It's part of the risk.
Kopitar freed it up after the big
Ole.
along the half wall. Downey went down. Now Kane's on the move. Nugent Hopkins with him. Kane is stopped. Tumbling in front.
Goal. Wow, he stopped that?
Kemper earns a whistle.
You missed his turn at the pinata because you were busy not missing hockey. Watch in-game highlights, stories, and post-game recaps only with the NHL app.
There. 18 seconds.
Kane's still in front here, discussing with the officials. But staying disciplined, really key for him here with 8 minutes left. You don't want to put the Kings on another power play. Again, another odd man rush as the Kings defense continue to press. And Kane with a shot through his lane. A nice second opportunity there from Nugent Hopkins. And like I mentioned, Mike, Kemper knows he cannot allow another goal.
Clippers, Game 7 at Denver.
Set some must-save stops here in this third in the last few minutes.
Got some help from his post there.
Nugent Hopkins batting that one out of the air. If you're just joining us after Colorado took Game 6, of course, the Game 7 in Dallas. Welcome to Edmonton. Cassie Campbell-Pascal, Leah Hextall, Mike Monaco, our entire crew with you in Game 6. Edmonton leads this series, and they lead this game as well by 2. Collision.
Foul?
Outside the Kings bench, and Vladislav Gavrikov is hobbled as he leans over the LA bench.
The officials are going to chat about this one. There was a collision in front of the Kings bench. They want to make sure that they get the call right. The Kings bench not happy.
He's like over there.
Well, while we have a moment, we remind you, NHL Unites for the love of hockey. Follow at NHL Unites on Instagram for stories that celebrate the impact and transformative power of hockey.
Got him in the neck.
Gavrikov is clutching up toward that neck as he takes the seat on the Kings bench. Let's see if we can unpack what happened here with Gavrikov.
He's on the corner.
off the face-off.
Oh, high
And there you
stakes.
see the cross-check from
Cross check.
Arvidsson. Gets up high into that neck area of Gavrikov.
Right on
and that's
the
what
neck.
the Kings bench
It
is
has to
not
be right
happy
here.
about. The officials still discussing this.
Major? Oh,
Right there, you
right on
just
the.
see it. As Gavrikov just took off out of the zone, and as we mentioned, the D are just activating, and that's Arvidsson's guys. It doesn't look like there's going to be a call here. Looks like the faceoff's going to be at center ice.
That's Dave Jackson, our rules expert, just said in our ear. It's just a missed penalty that should have been called in his estimation for sure on Victor Arvidsson with that cross-check on Vladislav Gavrikov. Kings had just had a power play. For just joining us a few minutes ago. Had some good looks, especially for Trevor Moore and Drew Doughty, but couldn't convert. Now McDavid is met by Drew Doughty.
I mean, it was not even close.
Doughty leans on him. Hyman is forced down in the corner. Support came in the form of Byfield and moved out for Brant Clark. Speeding forward. Kings season hangs in the balance. Draisaitl banked it ahead and settles down for Hyman. Clark swoops in, maneuvers through center, connects with Kempman. Trying to drop for Byfield out of his reach. Fiala stepped in.
Oh, baby.
Out to safety by McDavid and the Oilers. Nudged ahead by Draisaitl as Edmonton changes. Kings won the first two games of this series and had third period leads in games 3 and 4. Now got to come from behind here. Connor Brown took it away, flips it ahead. Jordan Spence peels back. He's got a goal in this game. Edmondson rink wide. Filled the dough for a cutting Trevor Moore. On the entry, Trevor Moore speeds in, trying to lift it short side and high. Bounce down at the point, out of the corner. Fogle protecting, swept it net from. Deneau got another good tip on it, like he had on the power play from Doughty. Kulak jabs it ahead. Frederick tapped it out to center, and it's back down for Edmondson. Moore on the entry. He's trying to connect with Spence. Brown turns it around. Kane joins. Connor Brown across. Kane.
Yes.
Can't miss wide. And Kemper.
Oh. He missed it.
And Kane looks skyward. I mean, he had it. He made a beautiful move. He got the pass from Brown, faked the shot, tried to get Kemper moving one way and go back the other. As we look at Trevor Moore's last chance, and that didn't miss by much either, short side. We've seen the Kings attack that side on Pickard tonight, but this right here, he's going back and look how wide open that net is. Just doesn't get the shot off that he would have liked. He made the right move. Again, another odd man rush. We've seen about 4 or 5 of them in this third period. As the Oilers continue to pressure the Kings up high in the offensive zone.
Face-off controlled by Los Angeles. That's what Paul Coffey had said to Leah Hextall. They can't sit back because they don't want to rack up the frequent flyer miles, he said, going back to downtown Los Angeles on Saturday.
And that's the way he played, always up ice, offensive defenseman.
Nugent Hopkins sauced it in. Evander Kane turns back and gave it away to Andrzej Kopitar. Inside of 6 minutes to go in the third. Mikey Anderson up ahead for Alex Laferriere. Laferriere pulls up. Good
nice.
Pass. Dragging through. Backhander.
Goal.
Bodies in front. Pickard got taken out. And a whistle stops play.
Damn, them 6 on quick.
Calvin Pickard got clocked, and he pleads his case to the referees after the big collision. Kings on the move, down by 2, and Andrei Kuzmenko dragged through. Anderson ran over Calvin Pickard.
Come on, let's go. Get off your... Touchdown!
Domino
Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza tastes like never before. Because Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Seriously. But we do now. So get any medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
Now I need your phone.
SoundCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. It's a serious business card with unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. So they reinvested their cash back to help build their retail store. What's in your wallet?
There's no such thing as kind of amazing. It either is or it isn't. Your pulse rises or stays steady.
Go again.
Amazing. You know it when you feel it. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that's short of amazing.
Back in Edmonton, the first round is winding down, but at least 2 more games to come. Tomorrow, Game 6, Winnipeg and St. Louis over on TNT. And then we know Game 7, Saturday, ABC, Colorado at Dallas after Colorado won tonight, 7-4.
Colorado.
Let's bring in Dave Jackson. You see Mikey Anderson. He got in the collision with Calvin Pickard. Jax, what do you see?
Oh, he just missed it.
Not at all like the one in the first period. Or in the first period, the player took the puck to the crease, pulled the goaltender over in his workspace. In this case here, the Kings player is coming around as the goaltender. He moves himself outside the crease. They're both moving. I view that as a collision. It takes place outside the blue paint. If that's in the blue paint, by all means, that's a penalty. He's outside the blue paint. Goaltender's moving. I chalk that up to a collision.
Jax, thank you. So the Kings down by 2. They avoid taking the penalty there from Anderson. They've got 5.5 to work with, trailing by a deuce. Fighting for that puck. A collision there. Byfield steps in.
Nice.
With Fiala down. Move for Kempe. Back to Downey along the line. Shovels it for Kempe. He's out there with Byfield. Moves it across. Fiala, a shot. Got blocked in front and spills out of play.
5 minutes.
Coming up next, SportsCenter is on the way to unpack everything. PK Subban will join on this huge night in the NHL. Nuggets, Clippers, and Denver advance. And the Lake Show setback. They will assess their first round exit. Still to come here on ESPN. So you got 4 forwards and just the lone defenseman, Drew Doughty, on the ice for Los Angeles. Pushing to get within 1.
Saw this in Game 5 too with Kempe back there.
And the blue line, puck comes out. Kane gets to it along the half wall and he chips it out to center. So it's Doughty, Kempe, Moore, Deneau, and Vogel for Jim Hiller and Los Angeles. And hopes that this year would be different in the playoffs. They had the home ice in this series. They took that 2-0 series lead. Doughty fishes it free. Spins it back for Kempe. Moves it for Vogel. He fans on it. More in behind. Bumped by Nurse. Puck in deep. Nugent Hopkins chips it up the wall. Kane met there by Kempe. Spun around. Here's more Vogel. Dropped it off for Phil Deneau. Leading it behind. Vogel with a backhand. Fish wide.
That was...
Kane steps to it and he clears for Edmonton. And this one will come down for icing with 4:18 remaining.
The Edmonton Oilers doing a nice job just staying connected in the D zone. Remaining aggressive but not over-aggressive. Good job making sure there's no open men in the slot area. This is a long shift for this unit as the goaltender is going to come out for the LA Kings as Darcy Kemper goes to the bench.
With 4:18 left, the extra skater is on. 6-on-5. Kings down by 2 in Game 6.
Empty net already.
Clark, Fiala, Kuzmenko, Kopitar, and Byfield, the 6 skaters for the Kings. And a Big face-off win in the D-zone for Edmonton from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Puck careens down. Evander Kane gets to it. Forced off the puck by Grant Clark. Kopitar on the turn. Whisks it wide for Kevin Fiala, who had a little trouble out of the entry, still works it down for Byfield. Fiala for Kopitar. Shoveled around. Clark steps to it along the half wall. Crowd is charged up in Edmonton, trying to move on to the second round and get Vegas. There's Fiala, dusts it off. Kempe out high with a shot. Comes out for Clark. Along the wall on a puck retrieval. In deep. Byfield around for Fiala. Kopitar. Kempe. Back to Kopitar. With space. A shot. One in a tip. Clark charging hard. Pickard sprawled out. And the whistle as the Oilers kept it out.
Clark can't believe it.
He kept it out.
How did Pickard make this save? And it's just a battle, right? That's the personality of Calvin Pickard and net. The LA Kings throwing everything at him. And there was a ton of space there as Grant Clark came down as the defenseman. And somehow Calvin Pickard makes this save. And everyone's looking at the Jumbotron and just watch the second effort here. The right pad. And
It's in.
Anchored on the post as well. And somehow this puck stays out. You can see it's underneath the left arm of Pickard. And then comes outside the blue paint. Let's take another look from the overhead.
Oh. It's in.
And just Darnell Nurse hit it with his hand just at the goal line as well.
Yeah, you saw his left hand come into the picture from that overhead look. Pickard kicked out the right leg on Grant Clark. Off the face-off, kicked in by Kempe. Byfield tried to spin it around on the backhand. Reverse hit from Fiala on McDavid. Fiala, stick handling, shot up high and blocked by Calvin Pickard.
They're gonna lose. Oh my god, they're gonna lose. Oh.
The story of Calvin Pickard has just grown here in Game 6. You know, comes in at the end of Game 2 and continues to play the rest of this series and just makes save after save, compete after compete. And his team has played well in front of him.
Kempe off the face-off, feeds it along for Kevin Fiala. Kempe back to Fiala. Down low it's Kopitar. Off some Oilers sticks and back out to center with 3 minutes to go in the third in Game 6. Dangerous pass taken away by McDavid. Races to him, but Kempe stepped in front. Downey up ahead for Fiala. He will fire it in. Long shift here for Los Angeles in dire need of 2. McDavid skates it out. Draisaitl with him. Draisaitl cuts through. Broke it up and taken away by the Kings. Clinging to life with 2.5 to go.
Just shoot it, bro.
Fiala trying to elude Brown. Moved one for more. Moore off a stick and out of play with 2:18 left.
Gato.
On the ice for 3 minutes and 19 seconds. And watch this play by Drew Downey. You got McDavid and Draisaitl isolating 2-on-1, and he just steps up, gets a piece of the body of Draisaitl, doesn't allow him to make that back pass to McDavid, and keeps the Kings alive, down by 2 with 2:18 to go.
Face-off won by Edmonton and banked out towards center ice. Phil Deneau being hounded by Evander Kane. Turned the corner. Here's Warren Foegele. Speeding in with a shot. Handled by Pickard. Kulak jockeys with Foegele. Kane tried to turn it up the boards. Chops it out for Connor Brown. Trying to sidestep Jordan Spence. Crowd consenting here in Edmonton. Trying to get out of the second round. Takes a hop for Foegele. Swats this one high. And out of play with 1:47 to go. Calvin
About to
Pickard
lose.
has been some kind of story here in the first round ever since he took over in Game 2 for Stuart Skinner.
You know, this is all in the third period, but we've seen him make 23 saves. just continue to battle. He gets knocked over by Mikey Anderson. He's made 11 saves here in this third period alone. And you think of that second period, the breakaway save on Fogle, the 2-on-1 save on Philip Deneau. And a plethora of saves here in the third as the Kings continue to put the pressure on.
And with the face-off, Downey moves in for Kempe. Slid along for Fiala.
Oh, I lost it.
Turned it over and just out of the reach of Connor McDavid. Downey's
90
gonna
seconds.
hustle back to it. McDavid hounding. 90 seconds to go. Here in the third in game 6. Fiala had trouble with it. McDavid to the net and wide from Connor McDavid. Collected by Kempe. 80 seconds to go in the Kings season. Kempe maneuvering through center. Lost control. Wallman banks it ahead past Kopitar. And 1:10 remaining. Bouchard settles it down. Wallman bangs it up the board.
Time, full time.
Ward.
Probable.
Wallman swats at it. Hawk settles. Final minute. Downey a drive. Score!
Wow. 4-5.
Downey hammered one toward the net. Kopitar might have got a piece of that. And it's a one-goal game with 53
Wow, 4-5.
seconds to go in the third.
Still life, but not too much.
Doughty's been incredible. 27-10. I think Kopitar's going to get a piece of this here in the high tip. And it's a battle in the corner. It goes back
Oh,
to
yeah.
Downey. Yeah, there's no question about
Kopitar got it.
Kopitar goes off his shin pad right there and changes direction on Calvin Pickard. And 53 seconds left. There is a ton of time here for LA.
In a series that has been filled
4-5. Damn.
with chaos already.
It's a timeout for LA here as well.
For Jim Hiller to talk things over, give his bench a breather after they have emptied the tank. And again, this series has been wild. Bucci said it earlier, it has been Gronk at the Kentucky Derby drunk, and it started in game 1 when Connor McDavid led a furious comeback bid that came up short.
Yeah, that game was unbelievable. I did that with Rocky Brinson. It was just unbelievable to just watch Connor McDavid choke in game number 1 in LA. And then the overtime win for the Edmonton Oilers, the first overtime winner for Leon Draisaitl in his playoff career, if you can believe that. There's plenty of time here.
What a moment this is for the Kings. Down to goal, 54.1 left. So many questions lurking big picture around this organization as well. Again, staring down their nemesis these last 4 years in Edmonton once again in the first round. Kemper's back in his net with a face-off at center. Kopitar wins it. Kemper bolts to the bench. Downey the shoot-in. High off the glass and around the boards. Extra scanner is on. Puck pops out to center. And Kuzmenko got to it. Downey floats one in. 40 seconds to go. 6 on 5. Kings looking for a much-needed equalizer. Puck fished out of the corner. Quentin Byfield.
Pass it.
Possession toward the net. It's loose in front. Pickard kicks it out on Kopitar. Lofted up ahead. Downey cuts it off. 22 seconds to go. Kempe ahead. Fiala trying to jump around Kulak. Cut him off into the corner. Kuzmenko with it. Looking for Kempe. Stripped to the puck. Lobbed ahead. 10 seconds to go.
Damn.
Hammers one up ice. Blocked by Brown. Brown. Score!
Damn. Whatever. Alright, guys.